Hi guys, I'm going to speak about something a little bit different today than what I usually speak about. Obviously, pop vinyls and ha-ha-has and all that kind of stuff. Today I actually wanted to speak about mental health. So if you don't want to hear about mental health, you don't want to hear me being candid, speaking about my life and experiences in this, please switch off. That goes for any family members that doesn't want to hear it. Switch off. Okay, so I was diagnosed with depression at probably age of 17 and suffered it probably the whole time, on and off, depending. So around the time I first got diagnosed, I was crying for probably 6 hours a day. Like, who does that? That's just not healthy, not on, not right. So, basically, Mum was really worried about me and was like, okay, so we better either send you to a psychologist or psychiatrist to make sure that you're okay. So the first guy I saw, after one session, said that I had bipolar. And this is after 1 hour, and basically turned around and said I had bipolar. So basically after that, we went to another psychiatrist, and they basically said that you have severe depression at that stage. So I've probably been in my life several psychologists, etc., to try and deal with the issue. So what I did want to speak about today is obviously mental health, and what one thing is that does frustrate me with people is it's such a big, still to this day, is a massive stigma attached to talking about mental health. So, like, you can't even, I don't know how to say this. Some people, you can't explain that I feel like this, even though nothing's going wrong in my life, because it is actually a chemical imbalance in the brain, and you just can't, people don't understand that. I just wanted to also say, I don't know how to put this. That I think that we all just need to support each other and try and make each other's lives a little bit more easier. Even if you don't like the person, respect the person, just be nice. There is no need in this world, with everything that's going on at the moment, to put people down. And that's what I wanted to get across in this, actually. So I've said my piece about that. But the other thing I wanted to go back upon with mental health is you need to find yourself a good support net. If you don't have that support net, you're done. I can say that for a fact. It took me a very long time to feel as happy as I have. My family have put up with probably a lot of stuff over the years, but thankfully they've always been there for me, like, regardless of me living in England or being in Australia, or being in Adelaide, they've always been there. They've always listened to my rantings, listened to my issues. The other thing is friends. You need to find, even if it's that 1, 2, 3 people that have your back in life. If you can find those people that you know they're going to be there for life, and they will, no matter what, put up with whatever things is going on in your head and in your life. You need that support base. The other thing is also finding someone that you can talk to, that you can confide in, that's, you know, you can feel that you can speak to them about anything and everything. Because if you don't have that, you're in trouble as well. You need to find someone that you just want to talk to. If you don't have anyone in your life, maybe go see a psychologist, and just, like, you might just need to vent to them about something that's going on, because there might not be anyone you can talk to and confide in. And that's what was happening to me probably about 2 years ago. There was no one I felt that I could talk to. But luckily now I have several people in my life. And I'm probably the happiest I have been in a very long time. I'm not perfect. Far from it. I'm overweight for a start. 2, I don't look after myself. You know, no one's perfect, but I am doing my best. There's days where I just, honestly, I feel like I can't get out of bed. And yeah, someone put this to me, and for me it was the best explanation of depression I've probably heard. You could put $1 million next to your bed, but you just would not be happy about it. The money, you just feel numb, depressed, whatever. And for me, that was probably to not feel. It's like not feeling. Yeah. Okay, so what I did want to speak about, if you are still watching, so probably about 10 years ago, I tried to commit suicide. It was probably one of the lowest times in my life. I tried to take a bunch of pills and tried to end it. But just let me say, I've also tried, like, this is going to sound weird, but I didn't use like blades and stuff like emo kids did, but I used to use like how do I put this, cigarette lighters, burn my arms, because that was the only time I would feel something. This is in my late teens, so I had these aspects. We do unfortunately go through a lot of hardships in our lives, and sometimes stuff like this, you just got to try and get through. And like I said, if you've got that support network, that will help you. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I was overseas and really homesick, and I didn't have that support network that I have now at the moment. So basically just want to say to anyone that is watching this, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm doing good, guys. And I think the reason why I'm doing this, if I can help like one person, you know, to either go see a psychologist or go and speak to someone, go and talk to someone. Like, there was one time I felt really terrible and I just rang up Beyond Blue. Like, they are the best. They just gave me some coping mechanisms with like anxiety, and that's another mental health issue in itself. But yeah. Okay. So I'm done with talking about mental health. If you can just, if you've watched this to this point, thumbs up. You've done amazing. Thank you for listening to me, guys. Have a great day.